You're watching the MWHS Wildcat News, the official news source of Millard West, with Cole Filer and Madeline Augustine.
On this week's edition, we'll cover
an in-depth look at what makes a snow day,
a hacking tournament,
the annual dance team send-off,
another Sports Corner edition,
and an explorative ASMR video.
Welcome back. I'm Cole Filer.
And I'm Madeline Augustine. Many wonder what conditions lead to the decision of a snow day. Jasmine Hermosillo Padilla and Ellie Hahn dive right into this topic.
With the winter season just around the corner, many students get excited for the possibility of snow days and being able to get off of school. There are some regulations to calling off school that Dr. Sutphin must follow.
Typically 4 inches of snow would end up maybe ending up in a snow day, and anytime we're in a winter weather warning is pretty good gauge, but there are no hard and fast rules.
Sutphin often announces snow days through creative videos that he posts on Twitter.
What, did you think I was going to sing? I can't sing. The Mo Valley guy has been singing, and so I thought, what could I do as kind of a spoof off of that to have some fun, and so I did a little imitation of him and then went back to what was my standard mic drop. Wait for it. Last year was the first time I did it. It was just looking for a way to have some fun accentuating the closing of school.
Students create and tweet memes, videos, or pictures starring Sutphin in hopes that it will capture his eye.
You guys are relentless, man. People in the snow days, my gosh, you guys just even get a whiff that there's going to be any snow, and it is like you're on point. Most of them are hilarious, right? I save them all. I need to go through this last storm to see if we have one that was clearly better than all the rest.
This is America. Don't catch you slipping now. Don't catch you slipping now.
There's been some good ones. There's been some crazy ones. Ones that take some thought and creativity, right? And anymore with a smartphone, you can go pull up a GIF, and you see a lot of those, but that's, I do that with text messages with friends, right? I'm looking for kids that are willing to put in some time and some effort.
The clock that was ticking in my home changed my state of mind.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Love's so hard to find.
we got him.
I am glad to know that meteorology is a major that you can earn in high school. I think all students should participate and know that we're always going to do our best to keep you safe.
This has been Jasmine Hermosillo and Ellie Hahn with the MWHS Wildcat News.
On February 2nd, Millard West's computer science program participated in a hackathon tournament. Natalie Eljamal and Jessica Bird give you the story.
On February 2, 2019, UNO's College of Information and Science Technology partnered with Nullify to host their 7th annual high school hacking tournament. Hackathon took place at the UNO Scott Conference Center. UNO provided computers, food, and free merchandise for all participants.
So the Nullify Hackathon is what's called a CTF, or Capture the Flag tournament. In general, there are a series of categories, and students are asked to solve problems in each of those categories.
Hackathon has grown significantly over the years, with over 20 high school teams up to 6 members participating as of 2019. The teams are challenged to solve over 30 technical security challenges and find flags or weaknesses and submit them for points.
Coding has taught me a lot about problem solving, especially this competition. You have to figure out what you're doing, use the internet, use your resources to figure out everything.
Besides bragging rights, the top placing teams will receive prizes like iPads, headphones, or cash. Millard was also well represented on the leaderboard, with Millard North placing first and Millard West placing second and fifth overall.
I think it's really neat to put something that's going to be such a big field in the future, in a competitive environment, just makes it a little more fun.
This has been Jessie Bird and Natalie Eljamal on the MWHS Wildcat News.
Each year, the Nebraska dance teams who have qualified for nationals put on a statewide dance team send-off. Brianna Treader and I get an in-depth look at this year's send-off. On Sunday, January 27th, the Millard West dance team participated in the annual national send-off for all the qualifying Nebraska dance teams. This year, Elkhorn South hosted the send-off. In total, 12 schools from across the state came to perform, ranging from Norfolk to Papillion La Vista to Millard North. Each school performed their 2 nationals routines throughout the duration of the night. With 78 teams in one of their divisions, the Millard West dance team has dedicated multiple hours to perfecting their routines.
We've had practices a lot more. Our category is getting really more competitive and intense, so we've had practice probably every day for about 4 hours in the past 3 weeks.
For the dancers, the send-off is extremely important because it gives them the chance to show their friends and family what they've been working on all year. It is also their last chance to clean up any aspect of their routines before competing on the national stage.
They were amazing. I told them, I need you to project, I need you to perform, I need you to have high energy. That's what I'm looking for the most out of the send-off, and they did exactly what I wanted.
The send-off is a unique environment because it brings all of the Nebraska dance teams together, despite the fact that they are all competitors.
It was so cool to watch all the other teams and see what they all came up with this year, and it was super fun to watch and super good environment.
Each dance team had a table set up at the send-off with pictures of the girls, motivational quotes, and places to write each of the dancers a good luck note for nationals. Each season, Millard West tries to create a routine that is better than the year before. This means that the level of difficulty is amped up with each new routine.
Our choreography is pretty complicated in both jazz and hip-hop, and we really amped up the difficulty in both, and every single team member has really rise to the occasion, so I'm very proud of them for that.
On February 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, Millard West competed their jazz and hip-hop routines in Orlando, Florida at UDA Nationals. The team ended up with a 4th place finish in the small team division for hip-hop and a 12th place finish in small team jazz. This has been Madeline Augustine and Brianna Tretter with the MWHS Wildcat News.
Nate Thomas and Jake Janicek bring you another winter sports edition of their Sports Corner segment.
Last Friday night, the Millard West boys and girls basketball teams took on Millard South the Battle of Q Street, which is also the Hoops for Hope basketball game. Chase Fantasy led the Lady Cats in a battle, and they fought as hard as they could, but they could not prevail. The Millard South defense forced 21 turnovers while holding them to just 38 points. Kennedy Darner led the scoring as she hit 7 over 10 threes, finishing with 21 points. They sit with an 8-9 record now in the season. The boys basketball team took the court next with revenge on the line from just a season ago. The first half was very competitive, with Millard West coming out on top 30-27. Their defense played really strong in the second half, forcing just 2 points in the whole third quarter. They ended up prevailing in the game 61-42. Evan Myersik led the scoring with 16 points, and they now move to 2 games above 500 for the first time this season with a 9-7 record. Both teams have big games coming up this weekend as they face off against Omaha Benson and Papillion Vista South. Follow the MWHS Activities Twitter page for real game updates. This has been Nate Thomas and Jake Janicek with the MWHS Wildcat News.
Gabe Paredes and Jessica Bird take us into the fascinating world of ASMR.
I'm Jessie Bird.
And I'm Gabe Paredes.
And this is the MWHS Wildcat News.
ASMR edition.
ASMR stands for Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response. ASMR is categorized by feelings of tingliness radiating throughout the neck, spine, and head. People who experience these intense feelings of relaxation are often triggered by specific ASMR triggers. Some of these triggers are tapping, whispering, or even eating food.
Let's get started. Thank you.
That's it for this week, Wildcats. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at MWHS Catalyst.
And for more stories, check out our website at MillardWestCatalyst.com.
See you next time, Wildcats.